Okay. All right. Hey, let's see. Marcus Bell, what's going on, man? About to get started here in a minute. Okay. All right. Get started here at about the 5-6 minute mark. And we can get into this talk. Be on here maybe about an hour. Yeah, try to do like an hour today. Right. Okay. And just fixing this thing I want to pull up and read to y'all. Well, not even read, but shoot. Let me pull it up here. Two Beats, what's up? What's going on, Liz? She said Marcus never sleep. Yeah, Marcus is up at all hours. I thought I was. You know, I'm usually up at all hours, but dang, he's there, yeah. Cause when I'm up, he's up. So when I'm up, he's up. So he's up at all hours. Let's say it's 1:50 a.m. there. Okay, yeah, it's only 10 to 8 here. Yeah, 7:50 p.m. here. So it's just starting to get dark. Well, no, I got dark at 7:30. I mean, weather's changing out here. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. So, yeah, let's get into this, man. Let's get to talking here a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about these interviews yesterday, or these press interviews. Was it yesterday or the day before? Now, can't remember. Cavillo, our confidence and everything. So yeah, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. Fight nights tomorrow. I'm still excited. Man, I'm just a little disappointed that Manon Firo fight is gone. Well, not gone, but you know what I mean. It's not on this card. It's been pushed back, but as long as we're getting it, I'm cool. I just like the fact that the fight was really adding to this. It was adding to this atmosphere. We had 3 major flyweight fights, and then she was going to add to it as well. Being on the same card with Valentina, that was big. So it's all right though. As long as they rescheduled it. So somebody from Manon's camp tested positive. So they got to go through the whole protocol. 10 days, 14 days, whatever, and just go from there. It's rescheduled for October 16th. But yeah, man. Yeah, Daniel. It's fight week, man. I'm ready. Good energy. Really haven't heard too much from Taylor and Roxy too much, but we'll see. I'm sure they're gonna put on a good show though. But Cavillo, she's been talking. Like I'm just actually about to put another video out here talking about Cynthia Cavillo's confidence. And, I got to say I like her confidence, man, for real. Like, Cynthia Cavillo, as y'all know, she's been out for 10 months, almost a year. And Cavillo is ready to take on a big challenge in Jessica Andrade. After shoulder surgery, before that, lost to Caitlin Kagan. Before that, she tested positive. But she's coming right back. No unranked fighter, no number 15. It's the number one. It's the number 1 fighter she's getting. And that's what she asked for. She's like, hey, this is the fight I want. I'm going to set it up nicely. I'm going to see Jessica Andrade at Invicta FC. We're both cornering fighters. I'm going to get a picture with her. And then we're going to put it up. And boom, I'm going to call her out. So Andrade, she talked about it. She said that it was a respectful call out, which it was, respectful call out. But because, they're in the same division, so they got to make it happen. Like, that's what I like, I mean, you can be friends with people, but come on, this is the fight game. You know, you guys are in the same division, so y'all can be cordial, but you can turn this into something bigger. You know, this is your money. This is your opportunity. Andrade is number one, so you're taking a picture with it. You take it and make it a call out. That's good. That's good. You know, most people don't want to do this type of stuff. So I like this energy that Cynthia Cavillo is bringing to the table. Daniel Edwards said, let's get that Burt Watson backstage energy before fighter walkouts going. Yeah. We're going to get this energy, man. I'm going to make sure I'm in shape for the car, too, out of respect, even though I'm only watching. Yeah, get that last minute road work. I mean, I just got my run in today, man. I'm like 7 miles, so I'm ready. You know, I just got my run in. I'm good. But let's see. Cavillo, let me pull up some of the things that she was talking about here leading up to her fight. Now, I am going to mention what she said about Valentina and so on, but I'm going to focus on the Andrade stuff here because it's like, this girl is confident. I mean, she's coming off a layoff and a loss, but there's something about this Andrade fight that it seems like she really, really can do it, right? Hold on, let's see here. Like, she really, really wants this fight. Yeah, because this is the one article I was, it's basically the same interview. Yes, the text of it. Yeah, because she said, if I see the opening for the kill, I'll take it. Yeah, that's the article. Okay, yeah, because basically, you know, when I saw the interview and I saw how she addressed it, I was like, okay, I like this energy because, you know, she was saying, okay, Jessica Andrade is one of the most dangerous fighters out there, but, you know, that's what she wants. She wants to fight the best. You know, she was like, Andrade brings this, she brings that, and it's kind of scary. You know, she admitted that it's scary, but at the same time, she was like, yo, I'm a little crazy too. And you have to be a fighter, and that's the attitude that we want to hear. You know, we want to hear these fighters tap into this, like, you know, bring that crazy out, bring that that type of adrenaline that's going to say, yo, I got to take a chance and do this, you know, no matter how scary the opponent is. Because, you know, she said she grew up seeing these fighters fight. You know, Andrade, before she was fighting in the UFC, she seen Andrade and what she was doing. And she said it was scary, you know, but at the same time, that's what she's wanting. That's what she's wanting because that fighter is in her way, you know. So, yeah, here we go. So she said this. She's a dangerous fighter. She's the number one contender, and I like fighting the best. If the opportunity is there, I'm going to take it. Just like I did last year, I called out the number one contender, and I did it again last year. I did it again a year later, and I'm lucky enough to get it. Of course, that's what is going to get me to the title, which is the ultimate goal, right? Good energy. Daniel Edwards said, everyone be nice to Cynthia. She's doing it the way it's supposed to be done. Exactly. And now it's just coming down to pulling it off, right? Us as fans should appreciate Cynthia. That's what I'm saying, man. I got a video saying the same thing I'm about to put out here, man. The same exact stuff. Like, we got to appreciate this. She might not be your favorite fighter, but she's doing what your favorite fighter needs to do, right? You know, your fighters in your favorite fighters in the lower part of the rankings. She's doing what your favorite fighter needs to be doing, you know, and that's staying in that realm. Like, she's staying relevant. Like, we could say she lost to Caitlyn, but what did she do? She called out the big dog. Like, she didn't say, I'm going to fight a tune-up fight or I'm going to go back to the drawing board. She said, I'm coming off a 10-month layoff of surgery. Andrade just coming off a loss. This is my chance to capitalize, right? So that's smart thinking. That's what you got to do to stay relevant and stay on your game, man. You got to stay surrounded by the best fighters. And she's doing that. She's doing that. Because right now, you know, she said that she's been studying her too now. That the fight has been secured. She's ready to go in there and finish her however she needs to do it. You know, I know y'all heard the presser. You know, she said she's looking for the finish. Like, she had stopped and she was like, she almost said submission. I know that's what she's probably looking for. Like, I don't see her knocking out Andrade, really. I mean, what do y'all think? I do see her having the possibility of pulling off the submission in this fight for sure. Because let's look at them as far as grapplers. Andrade, she brings the athleticism, the freakish power and the strength. And sometimes the technique gets lost because she's so dominant in that strength. But Cavillo, to me, looking at her at 115, and I was actually going back and studying this myself. I was looking at like Cavillo's ground game and her submission game. It was on point, to a certain level at 115. So to me, Cavillo is a much more polished technical grappler because she doesn't have the same strength as Andrade, so she's had to rely on technique and little movements and the right movements of shifting your weight and turning somebody's body or trying to pass the guard. She's really had to work to get those things because she doesn't have the same strength. So her grappling is, to me, is much more technical. It's much more technical. And I want to just kind of look here. She got some submissions against some of the earlier fighters, since since she stepped it up, like she wasn't able to submit girls like Courtney Casey and Jessica I, but the ground game was there. Even in Marina Rodriguez fight, the ground game was there. Like when she couldn't strike with Marina, she took her down. She mauled her, worked the striking, and was still able to control top position. So she's definitely showcasing some better technique there than Andrade. But what does she got to do? Gotta get in the inside, man. You can't get your back to the fence. You can't be on the end of them right hands. You can't be in a phone booth. You got to be on your best behavior. You got to be technical as possible. You can't go blow for blow at all. Don't think action fight. You can't think action fight with Andrade. Like Andrade hits you and you take it. Don't egg her on. You know what I mean? Like if you get hit one big shot, it's time to switch the game up. Take her to the ground. Andrade comes in, you grab the body lock, spin to the back, and you take her down. I know I'm making it sound like it's easy, but I mean, if you're grappling is the best in the flyweight division, it should be easy for you, right? It should be easy for you. Mark Robinson said Cynthia gets mad props. Yeah, she's running into the storm, man, for sure. Marcus said he's still going with Cynthia. Unanimous or split. Yeah, I don't see her getting stopped in this fight. I think she's too crafty to stand still. She's too crafty to stand still. I seen Marina, JoJo hurt her with some shots, but she'll stay out of harm's way. She will stay out of harm's way. 2B said, I'm hoping Cynthia wins so that a potential title shot can be in the near future. A new look for Valentina if she beats Lauren. Yeah, me too. That's why I'm going for her in this fight. Like, I like Andrade. Okay, nothing against her. Like, Andrade, she wins, fine. But we already know what's going to happen if nobody's going to want to rematch it if Andrade wins. Let's be real, right? So we want to see Cavillo get what she deserves. You know what I mean? You got the call out. You said, hey, I'm going to do this. I got the energy. I ain't running. Like Mark said, I'm running into the storm. Shoot. This is my opportunity. And if she can capitalize and get it, shoot, hey, that's what I want. I want some new blood, man. So, yeah, she's looking to finish Andrade. And like I said, it's highly possible. It's highly possible to do it on the ground, man, for real. I think that getting her to the ground, it won't be like a big task for it. You set the jab up, get the jab going, and throw Andrade off. You got to play Matador. You got to play Matador in this fight. You cannot go in there standing in front of her. You got to take it side to side. And as she steps in, like I said, you got to get the body just how Valentina did. And I'm sure Andrade is probably thinking that Cavillo is going to take the same approach that Valentina did. So they're probably preparing for everything. But if Cavillo did take that approach, I think she'd be successful, man. Because I think Cavillo, her top position is very, very effective, man. George, what's going on, man? I think it's very effective, man. Like, especially imagine Andrade being on her back. Like, Andrade's not that effective on her back. I mean, Yes or no? What do you think? I mean, even when you go back to some of her other fights, like, she always has to be in the top position. Like, that's how she really generates that strength. You know, she can really get lost if you, like, get her in half guard. You tie one leg up. You get her, full position, full guards. Because you get her in full guard, she's not that effective off her back. And you put that together with Cynthia Cavillo being effective on top, that could be a win. That could be a win. So I think Cavillo has to give 3 good rounds of groundwork. 3 good rounds of groundwork. Maybe some stand up here and there, but it's got to be on the ground to me. That takes away the knockout chances and definitely the slam chances from Andrade. So it's going to be interesting, though, man. Manon and Myra was a fight I was looking forward to, but shoot, this one here is I'm looking forward to it now. This is the one I'm looking forward to. Roxy and Taylor for sure, too, but this one, yeah, I can't really pick in this one. I mean, I got to give the person credit when they call somebody out, though. I know that's possible. Liz said Andrade is going to KO Cynthia. It's possible. It's possible, though. I wouldn't be surprised. I just think, it's time to get that new energy from Cynthia, man. Like, I like what she's doing, man. Like, I can't say that this is going to be a fight where Andrade just washes her again, Like, she might pull an Angela Hill and be able to last 3 rounds. She might pull a close fight like Rose, pull out a close decision on her feet. It could be possible, I think she's got the heart for it. I definitely think she's got the durability for this fight, or at least the cunningness to get away from the big shots. I mean, like I said before, man, I talked about this in another video, man. The blueprint is there to beat Andrade. I mean, Andrade and Valentina, 2 different fighters, like 2 different types of strength. But the blueprint is there for Andrade because she's more power and athleticism, athletic based. Mark said, I don't think I've ever seen Andrade do anything impressive off of her back. I haven't either. No. Like, everything I've seen was either on top after she slams you and with her hands. And then again, she's not like the most polished puncher in the game, So I see the ground favoring Cavillo the more you study it, George said, I bet Cynthia might have a chance. I think she do, man. I think she does have a chance for sure. Like, not saying like because Andrade lost something off of the Shevchenko fight, but I just think that Cavillo, her technique on the ground is more effective, and she's got to get there. She's got to get it there, though. But yeah, Liz, I'm not ruling that out either, because that's the game changer. The blueprint is there to beat Cavillo. I mean, to beat Andrade, but how many people have ever capitalized on it? Fully. Besides, Joanna. Well, Joanna laid it out. Jab in the face. Basic jab in the face. Rose followed it through for 1 round the first time around. Second fight, she went to trading too much in the phone booth, but good striking, but in this case, if Cavillo doesn't have the tank, doesn't have the speed, it's got to be Andrade on her back for sure. That's got to be the position she's got to go for 3 rounds. Gordon said Jessica beat Chikagan, who beat Cavillo, though. Yeah, styles make fights. It's a weird game, man. It works like that sometimes. Caitlin Chikagan beat Jennifer Maia. Jennifer Maia beat Jessica Eye, but Jessica Eye beat Caitlin Chikagan, It's like a round robin thing, It comes down to styles making fights. Which brings me to Cavillo's comments on Valentina Shevchenko. Cavillo, I like it. Look, I like it. I like what she's doing. But let's get this fight out the way first. I know I know you want that Shevchenko fight and you want to convince everybody that your ground game is the best, but this is the first mission. Cavillo versus Andrade is the first mission. Keep this energy for after you win this fight. Keep this energy after you win this fight. Then we want to hear you call out Shevchenko the same way. We want to hear you talk about Shevchenko the same way after you won this fight. You know, not now. Not while you got this one to tackle, because we don't even know if you can handle this yet. You got to handle this style first, and then Shevchenko's name can come up. And even then, that's a totally different monster than Andrade. You know what I mean? Like this here can be done. There's a blueprint, like I said, but Shevchenko, that's something else you got to worry about, man, because there's no blueprint. There's really no blueprint how to beat Valentina. And that's what it comes down to. Like, again, well-roundedness, man. I'm always talking about that. Well-roundedness. Like, the more well-rounded you are, the less of a blueprint you're going to have on you to be beat. You know, Andrade's got the power, athleticism, and the strength, and you know, that speed, and, you know, that intimidation factor. That's one of the things that makes her put everybody in a respect zone with her. You know, everybody's respecting her. But she can be beat. The more technical you are, the more disciplined you are, the less afraid you are, the stronger you are, you can beat her. You know, so there's a blueprint. But Shevchenko, no blueprint. Don't worry about that fight. You know, because she went on to say her grappling is better. It's the best in the division. Okay, well, test it against Andrade first. Test that grappling against Andrade first, and then we'll talk. And even if you do out-grapple Andrade, that don't mean you're going to out-grapple Shevchenko. I like it, though. I like the talk. Believe me. You know? So don't nobody get mad at her. You know, you can get mad at Cavillo. Like, I mean, get this fight out of the way first. But if she continues to talk, fine. Because she doing something not too many people else are doing. You know? So let's get this out the way first. Let's get it out the way, man. Mark said if Cavillo can avoid getting rocked, I think she has a very good chance. One good punch from Andrade will handicap Cynthia for the rest of the fight or round of fight. Yeah, definitely. The right hand has to be neutralized. The left hook has to be neutralized. What else? I don't know, man. Cavillo getting hit to the body. I know Marina Rodriguez. I want to say Marina Rodriguez hit her to the body with a couple of good shots. I think she did, man. Like, I want to say Marina Rodriguez might have tagged her to the body with like a front kick or a right hand. I can't remember. And Cavillo had to go on the back foot. So body punches, y'all, she got to make sure the body's right. You got to make sure the body's right in this fight. George said there's no blueprint for Valentina. No, there's not. There's not. There really is not. I mean, you know, unless you want to wait her out with Father Time, you know what I mean? That's the only part of a blueprint I see. Man. Yeah. B. Kendra, what's going on? She said, I don't think Cavillo will beat Andrade, but it'll be fun if she does. Definitely. Like, yeah, there's no guarantee. Like, I'm just curious about this confidence, man. I'm curious about this confidence here, man. I want to know what it is and this confidence that she has that what does she see? What does she see? What does she see in Andrade? Maybe she sees the stuff that we're talking about. You know? But gonna be a good fight. We really need to get a new face in there, a new contender for Shevchenko that really, really wants it. Not saying Lauren Murphy don't want it, but I'm just saying as far as like Cavillo, somebody that's been talking, you know, you know, they want it. That's my man BJ in the building. No Filter MMA. What's going on, man? I like this confidence from Cavillo, man. We just talking about this, man. Cavillo saying she's going to do it. She's going to get the finish, man. And I'm gonna ride with her on it, man. I'm gonna ride with her on it. CB says she has that same psychological coach that Lauren does. Okay. I'm gonna ride with that. I'm gonna ride with that because if you speak it, like they say, speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it into existence, you can get it. So I'm riding with her, man. I'm going for her. I'm going for her. Got to, she got to pull this off. Just so we get a little something different. Okay, so much respect. Like I said, I got a video coming on. I'm gonna just talk about it a little bit more. But let's jump to Shevchenko real quick here, man. Let's talk about this presser. Let's talk about this presser interview here. All right, so Valentina Shevchenko, I was listening to this yesterday, man. I had my headphones in while I was taking care of business, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I was about to laugh, man, just because of Valentina Shevchenko's tone, man. Like I was just doing stuff, and I listening to her talk, and she was just talking about the fight game. How everything is, how every fight is special. It's never just like a job where she's clocking in. Every fight is special to her because she's trained hard, she's disciplined, she puts in the work, and she wants to see the results. That's a beautiful thing. I love it whenever somebody talks like that. Whenever they say that, look, I put in the work, this ain't work, this is fun. Like, I want to show my results. I want to go in there and perform. That's why it's a special occasion for Valentina. To the fans, everybody else, we be saying, okay, well, not me. I like seeing her fight, but everybody else always says stuff like, okay, this is just another lamb to the slaughter. Not for Valentina. This is a chance to showcase what she's improved on in the gym, in her temple. You go in there, improve, stay disciplined. Every time she goes in there, it's always like a test to her as a fighter. You know what I mean? Like, to see if her focus is better, or to see if she's lacking, or to see if her speed is off, or to see if her timing is off. But no, every time she gets in there, she tests it against a new style and it gets better. That's a reward for her. You know what I mean? That's a reward for her. That's why when she said that, I was like, okay, I like that. Another respect, another notch of respect for her on that. And then she was just talking about how, it's a blessing to be part of the UFC and seeing that Bruce Lee, kind of move for the for the world of MMA, being a part of that, because that's what he wanted, having the mixed martial arts, being pushed worldwide like this. So I had another, I've heard her talk like this before, but just seeing her keep this same energy in a time where everybody thinks this is gonna be an easy fight. I like how she's still always up for a fight. Everybody else can say this gonna be the same old thing, but her, it's not. And that's why I can be just excited for it as she can, for real. But aside from what I was just saying, let me pull up what she said, because I had my headphones in, and I was hold on for a second. V. Kendra said, "Are you betting on Cavillo?" Oh no, I'm not putting any money on this fight. I'm not putting any money on this fight. All right, BJ said he rolling with Cavillo. Wildest Moment said, Valentina says visualization is like dreaming. No time for that. That's yeah. I mean, real talk from all day. Bungalow said Bullet is a minus 1,700 favorite. Sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. No, man. Yeah. Like, she's not like, no, like, everything she brings to the table is a respectful thing. That's why when I look at her fight or watch her interviews, that's all I want to hear. You know what I mean? Because she's got the mind state of a martial artist. Like, that's real. Like, let me pull this up. And that's where the confidence stems from, man. Like, okay. Getting sidetracked. Here we go. So I have my headphones in, and I'm just listening to Valentina do all this talking. And then when she gets to this part right here, they got the quotes right here. She just broke it down so simple, man. Like, there's no easier way to say it. Like, when you know your confidence is riding high, this is how you talk. So she was like, more durable athlete than I've ever seen, I doubt. More technical, I doubt. More well-rounded, I doubt. So I know for all the years for what I fought, it's kind of hard to surprise with something special if you're not a superhuman. And I know she's well-rounded. I know she's strong. I know she's dangerous. This is everything that I have to know about her. But something special that I put pressure on my shoulders? No. Wow. So she said she's well-rounded, she's strong, and she's got a danger factor to her. And that's what she respects about it. But is she going to put some pressure on her? No, not at all. Like, y'all got to hear it. As, hear it in her tone. It was funny. I'm sure y'all did hear it, but the way she said it was funny. Gordon said, what do you think of Lauren's physique at the weigh-in? She looked pretty big and strong. Yeah, she looked big. Like, she's always been kind of ripped. She got them big knuckles too, so we'll see what she can do with it. She got some power too, I ain't gonna lie. Like, so Lauren is big, What, they both 5'5". Maybe she might edge it out by 5.5, 5'5.5" or 5'6". But yeah, she's big. She's big. Mark Robinson says, I think Val is gonna win, but Lauren's big. Her frame is significantly bigger than Valentina's. Lauren's early fights were at featherweight. Yeah. I don't know though, man. I don't see the size playing like a major factor. You really have to get your, oh man, like, I can't even say, man, there's no blueprint there. The more and more I study what they both did, what they both done, it's going to just have to be either, like I was telling BJ one other night, in the first round, you're going to really have to test the power of Shevchenko, see what type of game plan she may have for the first round, or strategy, not a full game plan, but just see what kind of strategy she has, and kind of go from there. Like, if you really are well-rounded, Valentina sees she's well-rounded, I think you're going to have to just adjust to whatever's on the fly. You know what I mean? Like, fighting Valentina, you can't go in with a game plan like Jessica Andrade said. Remember, I did a video on that. Andrade said, we were confused by the takedown attack, the ground attack. Robert Henry, what's up, man? He said, I like Cavillo's confidence, but I still got Andrade by third round KO. Hey, man, like, there's no wrong answer in this one for me. I mean, like, believe me, I'm on that side too, but something about Cavillo, I don't know. Like, I ain't gonna be shocked though. For real. Okay, so yeah. Lauren Murphy. What's up about Lauren Murphy? Yeah, Lauren Murphy, what was I saying about I just blanked out because I was reading that comment there. Gordon said, if she manages to take down Val, can she hold her there for ground control time like Roxy does? It's possible. I don't know how effective she's going to be with it. Like, I could see her maybe being able to hold Val down, but she's going to have to do something besides hold it down. If she doesn't do anything, I could see the ref standing them back up. It can't just be like you can't just lay on them and in a half guard not do anything. I mean, she's going to have to be shoulder bumping and, elbowing and knee in the body, all while trying to keep the weight on her. And I don't know if she'll be able to do that. She's going to really have to see, she's going to have to make sure she can multitask in this thing, because I don't think the ref is going to let that play out in this type of fight. You're not going to let Lauren just lay there in this type of position. 2B said, I personally started actively following WMMA because of Val, but I'm always one that worries the most in her fights because of all the people salivating for her to lose. Yeah, like, there's always going to be that. I think when you get to a certain level, there's going to be a lot of people want to see you win, some people see you lose, but yeah, she's definitely a fighter that could get a lot of people into the game. I mean, yeah, like, she's a person that loves it, and it shows throughout her work, the way she respects it. But yeah, her comment she made too wasn't really like a sneak comment. She was basically when you get to a certain level, you can feel yourself, right? You can say stuff, like even when Ali says, things like, whenever fighters, try to come back at him, he's like, oh man, what was that one about? It's blanking my mind now about the guy. Oh, if you beat me in your dream, you better wake up and say, or if you, what was it? If you do something to me in your dream, you better wake up and apologize. I can't remember the whole thing, but yeah, just little things like that, Like in this, she said it's kind of hard to surprise with something special if you're not superhuman. She's telling you that, look, I train for everything, and the only way you're going to get past that is if you have a superhuman strength. If you have a superhuman characteristic, that's the only way you're going to get past me or get through me. Right? So she can talk like that. We need some talk like that. Not everything's going to be boring, so it's not really anything like being cocky, especially when you covered every single ground. When you checked off A, B, C, D, and so on, it's for you. It's for your world. It's your world. It's your 6th title defense. You are looking like you're unstoppable right now. So, hey, enjoy it. Enjoy the fruits of the labor, man. Bungalow said, Lauren, KO picked Valentina to win. Oh, yeah. I high five. Lauren used to fight in featherweight. Yeah. Caitlin Young and so on, fighters like that. So, yeah, she can take power shots. She's durable. BJ said, I can respect that Lauren isn't afraid and is ready like Maya was. That's all we want, man. At this point, we just want fighters ready. Mr. Lee said, in my dream, I have a WMMA YouTube channel. Yeah, man, what was that? You just got done watching Ali documentary this week too, right? What was that saying he came up with, man? I can't remember. Mark said, most people forget when Lauren fought Nico and Sarge. Oh, no. Yeah, most people. Well, yeah. Not me, but I know what you mean. Most people do. I'll be bringing them fights up all the time. Yeah, I was just using my as my example when I was talking to BJ the other night. Sarge and Lauren Murphy fight. Yeah. Gordon Moore said, foul striking is going to make Lauren resort to grappling, I think. For sure. I think Lauren has very good boxing. Sometimes she'll get caught up in the box and then be open for body kicks, so she'll probably want to take it down to the ground and make it that type of mauling fight if she can. Can't really be a mid-range striking match. She's not going to win a mid-range striking match with Valentina. You're not going to win that. And according to Valentina, you need to be superhuman, So, yeah, she said that, man. I was just like, yeah, that was like it ain't even like a sneak diss. It was just being honest. It says, look, I train this hard. I train to be the best. And if you want to be better than me, you better make sure that you have a cape and you can fly, or you can lift a car, you catch a bullet with your teeth or something. You know what I mean? That's what she's kind of saying, right? You got to be superhuman and take her belt. And nobody's taking it yet, so you ride it. Ride that train. But this was like the cold answer, just a straight up answer, man. It's just like real. She said, I'll go in there, break my opponent, take the belt, go back home. That's what I'm preparing to do. That is what I will do. So, yeah, all jokes aside, she said, I'm going to go in there, break my opponent, take the belt, go back home. And that's what she's going to do. And can she do that? Yeah. She could do that. She could definitely do that. I think Lauren Murphy, like I said, very tough, very durable. She could definitely take a shot. She's never been finished, never tapped out, never been knocked out. Defense isn't the best, so that does prove to you that she can take a shot she's never been stopped, and I'm saying her defense isn't that great, right? But she can still stay in there with the best of them. But this fight isn't one you want to go in there and take clean shots all night from, like Valentina. But I don't really see Valentina stopping her in this fight, just for the fact that, Valentina's not a volume hitter or going to be throwing like 3, 4s, and 5s. If she sticks to the 1-2, I think Val can definitely, I think Lauren Murphy can definitely take a couple of them, a good 1-2. Nobody wants to take a head kick, but, I think that she could definitely take boom, boom, 2 shots from Valentina and keep it moving. But, I don't really see her getting stopped by Valentina, but you never know. You never know. Open the right brow on her head, because she's got the scar tissue. Let's be honest, she got the scar tissue. If Val hits her in the right place with the accurate shots, could open up something fierce, man. Something could start leaking. BJ said Liz Carmouche is superhuman then. Oh, boy. Dontel Jones said Lauren Murphy has... Oh, wow. He said she got that type of strength. Oh, man. Robert Henry said, Valentina, if you can't absorb or dodge bullets, you can't beat me, basically. I mean, we can say that, on her 6th title defense. So, hey, take it. Take it there. I mean, when you go in there, nobody's been able to adjust or do what they're supposed to do, right? Yeah, I really don't know, man. I don't see her getting stopped. A lot of people said, I said Jennifer Maia. Did I say that? Yeah, I said Jennifer Maia wouldn't get stopped. She didn't, because, she's pretty tough. Lauren Murphy's tough as hell, and I think to avoid getting stopped, it might be a fight where she's just, trying to avoid those strikes, and she'll kind of go into the defense mode, kind of like Holly Holm did. If she takes a chance of going in, Shevchenko might lift her off of her feet, take her down, and Lauren Murphy will be able to survive and grapple and get her way back to her feet. But you'll see her losing round after round because Val will be taking the edge every time. You know what I mean? And it's just going to come down to her falling behind on cards to me. That's what I think. Yeah, she's never been stopped before. But, yeah, she's taken on some very, very tough fighters in her career. And, of course, Valentina, she's one of the toughest. But, she's also one not to put herself out there to get stopped either. So it could be a very technical fight, I understand why Joanna lasted with Valentina, because she's a different fighter than Rose. You know what I mean? There's a level of chance not being taken there, and Rose took those chances, stepping in with the left hook and getting what she needed, where Val is going to get the results in a much more cautious manner, cautious, educated manner. So you see Valentina simply break Joanna down, never hitting the sweet spot. I mean, you can say, okay, Joanna at 125 was stronger. It's not the weight, but she was wide open. But, Joanna wide open. Valentina just taking her time with those strikes, making sure she's not going to get countered and just controlling it from a range. So it's just two different, it's just a different type of striker in Valentina. That's why I don't really see her getting stopped, I really don't. I can see her getting, counter mauled, if Lauren tries to counter her, I could definitely see Valentina returning that grind to her. Daniel said Lauren's style is precious. She'll get stopped likely. An upset would be great, though. I think Lauren too old, Val too good, though. I mean, upset would shake up the world for sure. There you go. There you go, Mr. Lee. If you even dream of beating me, you better wake up and apologize. Exactly, yeah. I didn't have it in front of my face. There you go. If you even dream of beating me, you better wake up and apologize. That's what I'm saying. That's just confidence talking, man. That's all. Robert Henry said, I don't think Murphy is as durable as Maya, but we'll see what happens. She is tough, and she has avoided being stopped so far. There you go with that. Yeah, man. You hear me talking about Rose again? Yeah. Yeah, you know I'm talking about Rose. I mean, come on. You know, Valentina is a better fighter than Rose. You know that. Come on. Like I told BJ the other day, somebody going to try to argue with me that Val is not a complete fighter. They said Rose is a complete fighter. You really want to argue with me on that? I'm just saying, like, what does Valentina have to show you to show she is a complete fighter versus Rose? I mean, I know you might be this person might be a Rose fan, but let's be real. You know, I ain't even gonna cuss, but you know Rose is not a complete fighter compared to Valentina. Valentina is, let me stop. But yeah, I think Murphy is as durable as Maya. I think she's taken more punishment throughout her career to prove that. You know, fighting at a higher weight and fighting better fighters, you know, than a lot of these girls. I think Murphy is. You know, she's tough, man. Very, very tough. It might be neck and neck, though, with her and Maya, because Maya is tough, though. I would say it's about neck and neck. I give Murphy a little bit there. BJ said, you want to look better on the feet in that fight with Valentina. I think you want to look better in that fight because of the approach. You know, I think Rose was putting some pressure on Joanna to go on the back foot, but for me, I think Valentina and Joanna, having fought 3 times before in Muay Thai, she was a little bit more comfortable with Valentina's approach, if that makes sense. You know, she's seen it before, so she knew that she wasn't gonna have to say, oh man, let me step back, Rose stepping in, oh, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't something where it was totally new to her. I think she looked a little bit more game in the Valentina fight, because seeing that type of Muay Thai stance 3 times before, even if it was Muay Thai, she may have been comfortable with Shevchenko. That's probably why. That's what I think, BJ, you know. If Taylor wins, I hope to God she calls out Valentina. I think Taylor should call out. Man, call out Valentina next. Yeah, call her out, but I want to see her fight one more fight first, just to, I don't know. High Five said, who believe that Rose is more complete than Valentina? It's like heaven and earth. High Five, I don't know, man. Like, that's why I said I was just like, I'm not really gonna go into that, but it's like whenever I say that Valentina, it's like I'm making this stuff up or something. Like, Valentina's proven it time and time again. Like, I'm just speaking the facts. But people get mad at me when I do that. And then when I say, oh, you being disrespectful. I mean, I got somebody unsubscribed because, you know that? Like, look, I don't even know. Look, I got somebody unsubscribed because they said I was disrespectful about Rose. Just because I said that she was not as consistent and not as complete as Valentina. Somebody want to unsubscribe for that. I mean, hey, I don't care. I mean, if that's all you hear from me, hear me, sweet talk Rose all day, then you might have to go then. If that's all you want to hear, because it ain't going to happen like that. If that's all you think I'm going to do is sweet talk a fighter and make up stuff, it ain't going to happen. I'm bringing real talk. That's what I'm saying. Look, I'm going by what Valentina's done, what I've seen her do, and what she's done to her last 5 title defenses. And why is she still champion? Because she's more of a complete fighter. That's why Rose is in there getting gems from her. I'm sure they're learning from each other, but Rose is getting the gems from her. Why is Rose saying who's Rose's favorite fighter? Valentina Shevchenko. Why is that? Because she's one of the best to do it, and she's a complete fighter. Okay? But you can get. I mean, hey, I'm being disrespectful, and you don't want to hear it. You want to go? Fine, go. I don't care. I didn't come here for you. You know what I mean? For real. mean, you tell that to Valentina. She's the one doing it. You say, "Oh, Valentina, you ain't as good as Rose." You know that? Come on. Lauren cutting weight in her late 30s will likely take some durability. And yeah, that's a good point, Daniel. That's a good point. Like, the older you get, man, like, especially for women, when you get to your mid 30s, that's tough weight cut. 125 is tough, man. Mr. Lee said, if you even dream Nami Yunus is more of a complete fighter, you better wake up and apologize. I think they're not awake, man. I'm waiting for that apology. Mark said Taylor needs to go through the gauntlet. Yeah, that's why I think she got to go through the gauntlet, man. We're going to talk about that gauntlet. Hold on. We're going to talk about that gauntlet in a minute. But yeah, my final thoughts on this topic, though. I think Shevchenko, she's just in a place where, she's just in a place where she's gonna stay for a while. She's gonna stay for a while, and nobody's gonna do anything about it until it's like either Father Time or it's gonna be one of these well-rounded fighters on the come up. Like I said, maybe a triple threat, something like that. But other than that, I just see her doing her thing for a while, and I don't like whenever people keep asking her questions like, when you gonna retire? Like, be happy you got a consistent champion. I know I told you that the other day, BJ, whenever you asked me that question, like whenever everybody asks her foolish questions like, when are you gonna retire? I'm like, stop trying to push somebody out the door, man. Don't, stop trying to push her out the door. Like, let her do her thing. You mean Taylor, Manon, and Maverick, right? Okay. Taylor, Manon, and Maverick, triple threat. Yeah, you misspelled Maverick, BJ. Okay, so don't try to push somebody out the door. Whenever you have something good going, like, everybody want to know when she retiring and asking her when you're gonna do this. Enjoy her fighting. Like, ask her like some fight questions about who else you gonna whoop up on in the flyweight division. Like, she's not going anywhere yet. Because, somebody asked her what she do when she get older, and she was like, I'm not in that mind state yet, so I don't know. She was like, I can't predict the future. So, yeah, like, I enjoy her fighting, and I'm going to just ride along with it, man. Just ride along with it, man. What was that you retracted, Robert? You said something. Combos here for the 9-9, not the one sheet that doesn't want to be here. Matter of fact, maybe got another one. Before I jump to the next topic, let me address this too. Like, let me address this before, only time I'm gonna address this, because I don't really do this, but, well, I guess the more and more the channel grows, I'm gonna have to kind of start checking this level now. But I don't delete YouTube comments. I've had somebody complain about me saying I'm deleting their comments, and they left the channel. So that's number 2, Robert. I had somebody else leave my channel because they think I'm deleting their comments. I don't delete comments. I let them stay. I ain't got time to do that. This is the only time I got time to do the channel, is when I'm sitting here and talking to y'all. Then when I shut it off, I'm done. I'm off to something else. Okay? I will comment when I'm, on the fly. I will comment when I'm on the fly doing whatever. Y'all see me commenting, but I don't delete comments. As long as it ain't racist. As long as it ain't racist, you ain't no childish name calling or in your feelings. I don't care. As long as it ain't them two, three things, you can say what you want. You can say what you want. But you got to understand there's something called YouTube community guidelines. That's out of my power. YouTube, they delete the comments. And if you can't understand that and you still want to leave the channel, hey, you know where to go. Take it somewhere else. Go to another channel and talk about me. I don't care. Like I said, I ain't addressing it no more. I mean, to think I'm going to go out of the way to address comments that, even if you disagree with me, agree with me, why would I do that? Why would I do that? battling all day. So I'm like, why would I delete somebody disagree with my comment? Don't make any sense. You know, that just don't make any sense. Like, why would I delete something when I'm on here battling? Me and you, BJ, we battle all the time. Whoever, you know, we battle all the time. So I'm like, yo, like, why am I going to delete that? I leave it there because that's conversation for y'all. That's conversation for y'all. If y'all want to talk, well, first off, if your comments get deleted, I done told y'all before, like, stop putting C19 in the comment. You still don't want to listen to me with that. And stop cussing in the comments. You need to stop doing two of them things. Stop cussing in the comments and stop putting C19 in there. I done told y'all. Like, when you put them things in there, they're going to get your comments deleted. Other than that, I mean, if something else gets deleted, that's out of my power. You know? But you can say whatever you want. I mean, if you disagree, fine. But when you get the name calling, I mean, go on with that mess. But I mean, other than that, I mean, for real, like, I ain't got time for that. But hey, like I said, I had some people leave because they said, hey, you delete my comments. So I'm leaving. Hey, go on. I said, go. You know, you can go. It just kind of annoys me when people say I do something that I didn't do. That's another form of fighting words to me, you know. So I'm going to end it on that note with that, though. Like, I'm ending that topic on that. So I'm just telling y'all right now, like, I don't delete comments, you know, but if you want to be deleted, fine, you know, so. And believe me, you don't, you know, I'm being nice. I'm being nice. Bungalow said it's best not to delete comments. Let the ignorant speak for itself. Exactly. Like, it stays, man. You know what I mean? Like, it stays. Like, some other people say some things, like people that say I'm disrespectful about Rose. I leave them comments. I leave them comments all day. But other than that, I'm not like, you know, I ain't sweating that. I mean, we joke and stuff, fine. You know, high five up here joking. You know, I'm cool with that. I mean, as long as, you know, like I said, ain't nothing racist and nothing like that. Whatever. BJ said, does anyone find it strange how certain opinions are in line with whose videos they are watching? Yeah. Yeah, BJ says something, yeah, like YouTube does that. They get rid of comments. Liz, has anyone watched the Nico Montano documentary? No, I haven't yet. BJ, have you watched it? No, he said no. BJ over here trying to, he was talking about some Taylor Montana Manon. He misspelled Maverick, man. I'm like, dang, whatever. Yeah, George, some people have issues. Like, yeah, you know. Yeah, that's why I said, like, you know, yeah, delete it, go. You know, that's what I'm saying. Just go, man. Like, yeah, say it again, high five, whatever you said. Like, it's true. Cause you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm being nice too. You know what I mean? I'm being nice. You ain't gonna, like I said, you ain't gonna take me out of my funk. That's what I'm saying. But it's like some things just need to be addressed. Cause I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you think men really have time to just pick and choose and sit and delete comments? You think I really spend my days doing that? Reading. Yes, you're welcome. 2B says, so what's up with Felicia? So Felicia and Leah Letson, they about to bang, man. This fight's going down for sure. I really don't know 2B, so like I haven't seen too much for Felicia Spencer, but Leah Letson's looking good, man. I mean, BJ, I know you've been following her IG. Yeah, I've been following it, but Leah Lesson's been looking good, man. Like, she's in great shape, and she's ready. Only thing I'm worried about is just maybe the rust. Maybe having a little bit of rust get in the octagon, when I kind of having to wake up, taking a punch again. But, she does that stuff in sparring. Maybe more so just the pressure of being in the UFC octagon again. But other than that, yeah, BJ said, yeah, you can roll up off of it with the quickness. Yeah, hey, BJ ain't got no filter, Hey, BJ being nice. I mean, I'm being nice. BJ, he ain't got no filter. So yeah, let me see if I got a picture here. Well, if y'all go to Leah Lesson's IG, y'all gonna see a new revamp Leah Lesson. And I had to mention this fight tonight too, man, because I like the fact that they finally put together a good featherweight fight. Okay, high five. Yeah, okay, I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, I'm just speaking facts, man. That's all. So yeah, I think Leah Lesson could be just high fives. All right, y'all, distracting me here. Okay, all right. Yeah, John Jones, man, don't even bring that up, Bungalow. Yeah, John Jones oh man, like, he was just doing an interview, man. Did he get arrested after the interview? Come on, man. People were, wow. John Jones was just, looking good, talking how he was off Twitter and everything, and, speaking, just speaking clearly, not talking crazy. Everybody in the comment section of his video was like, I like what I'm hearing from John Jones. And he gets arrested right after that. Dang. Marcus Bell. Oh man, okay. Y'all keep it up. I'm let me get back to my topic. But John Jones, man, I don't know. Anyways, okay, Leah Lesson. I like this fight with Leah Lesson and Felicia Spencer because it's actual 145. It's going to be a solid featherweight fight. Number two is Leah Lesson's comeback. How long has it been, man? It's been what? Let's see. I'm going to pull up her resume, BJ. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, can we go? What, 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. So I'm ready to see Leah Lesson go in there now, man. I know she's been having some issues, and now that everything is cleared up, I'm ready. That's why I just wanted to bring up this fight. Make sure y'all remember it's November 13th. Felicia Spencer, she's been in some rough ones though, man. Chris Cyborg, Amanda Nunes, and then, BJ, that last fight, Norma Dumont. She's been in some rough fights. And I think it was like you were saying, and I was thinking too, Felicia Spencer, her hand game needs to be a little bit more technical. She can't always go in with that Russian style. She'll throw hands, but it's not fully, it's not assertive. You really have to start turning them shots. So, Felicia Spencer, to me, she has the physique to deliver power. Norma Dumont, she's a good example of what you can do if you know how to strike with size. Norma Dumont was landing a good shot, so was Felicia Spencer. So going into this fight, just an early look, I would have to kind of favor the strength and the accurate shots of Leah Lesson in this fight. I think she has the strength to nullify Felicia Spencer's attack. Similar to how Norma Dumont did. It might be a little bit cleaner. Leah Lesson's got experience. She has the experience too. She's faced some good names, and she's actually won against that second and third tier fighter she was fighting, you know. But, you know, Felicia, she took some hard fights with Nunes and Cyborg. And I don't really know if we can say they were learning experiences, because throughout those rounds, she just really took beatings, right? There was really never a moment where she could make an adjustment in there and even pull off a little bit of a scare against, you know, Cyborg or Nunes. You know, I think it's going to be high pace. I don't see this one going 3 rounds, though. I mean, early look, what do you think, BJ? I don't think this is going to go 3 rounds. Felicia and Leah. As we get closer, man, you got to talk about this one, though, because I think Leah Letson is ready, though, man. I think she's really looking the part now. I'm looking at her IG now. She just posted up some strength and conditioning workout, and she's ready. There goes Taylor Santos. My IG, she done posted up her weigh-in video. Dang, man, this sucks, man. I wish Manon was on this card, too. There goes Andrade and Cavillo facing off. Yeah. Leah Letson is getting ready, man. She is ready. Yeah, BJ, she needs a striking coach. Bungo said if you get popped at 5 in the morning in Las Vegas, you probably been up all night. Yeah. If you got the guts to get in there with I give her respect, Felicia. You know, I definitely give her respect for getting in there. I don't know though, like if that was a good thing. Like, did she lose something? Maybe a little bit of wear and tear from them beatings, but did she learn something? I don't know. But we have to see. Oh yeah, and quick news too. Let's jump to this too. Yeah, Felicia needs a win, Marcus, for sure. Okay, so once again, we got another postponement. Oh man, we got another postponement. And I missed this one yesterday. Miesha Tate test positive for C19, y'all. C19. That's all I need y'all to say from now on. Your comments will get deleted by YouTube. C19. Capital C, 19. Not that hard, right? All right, so Miesha Tate test positive for C19. Her fight with Ketlen Berry is postponed. So let's pull up the article. Let's get the latest here. All right, so y'all know Tate Berry, they were scheduled to be the main event for fight night, October 16th. Now the fight's being pushed back, which is a good thing, you know. I mean, I want to see what Miesha Tate can do. I want to see what she can do with this second coming. So as long as the fight is pushed back, that's cool. But as y'all know, before that, Manon and Mayra Bueno Silva, they got pushed to this card. So thought this fight was going to be on that card. We made it a little bit more interesting. But now Tate's main event is off this card, going to be taken off. And I'm not sure who else the main event's. I don't know who the main event's going to be right now. But Manon and Mayra saving this card for me. October 16th. So now Tate is off. Now we got Manon on the card. So, man, it's just one of them games, man. Yeah, BJ, it's just one of them things, man, where cards are going to be, shifting all day long, and fighters are going to be pushed off and going to the next one because of this whole C19 thing, man. So we'll see, man. I know 4 fights this weekend was too good to be true, but, I think Leah beats Spencer, especially with that Leah tells me behind the scenes. Oh, okay. She says she's feeling the power. Yeah, I'm looking at her workouts. Her workouts look good, man. Like her strength and conditioning, and I mean her body looks great. Robert Harris said, "How far could she fall behind in that division?" I mean, yeah, like. She'll fall to number 3. Ooh, that's a bad fall. Felicia Spencer, okay, maybe she number 2, 1 loss. Ooh. I mean, how many fighters here? Oh, man, I fell to number 4. Ooh, what a hard fall. That was a long fall. I mean, you could lose back-to-back 4 times and you'll still be number 2. Oh, man. But yeah. So Misha Tate's out, test positive. Ketlen Vieira fight is pushed back to further notice. And yeah, Manone's still on the card though. That's a good thing. Yeah. Thanks, BJ. No. Hold on. Marcus. Thanks, Marcus. Marcus said Holly Holm took Misha's main event spot. Okay. So y'all heard that. Okay, so Misha Tate, Ketlen Vieira is off. Holly Holm and Norma Dumont are the main event now. Is that better or not? What do y'all think? Better or not? Yes or no? Do you like that fight? I mean, the Tate fight, I ain't gonna lie, was a little bit more interesting because, Misha Tate was back in her division and it was a long layoff after beating Mari Renault. She was taking on another tough fighter in Ketlen Vieira, and which she very well could win because she has improved. That's going to push her back into where she needs to be. And more, I think there's more of a interesting backstory with Misha Tate's, like kind of a, the comeback story, second coming to see if she can become a 2-time champion after 5 years away. I think that's a little bit more interesting. So that was an interesting main event because that's part of her climb. But Holly Holm and Norma Dumont, I mean, for a fight night event, I'll take it. I mean, it's not really like a great fight. I mean, I like Holly, but Norma, being main event, it's not really like a sparker because she doesn't really have a division to really grow and become a threat, right? Yeah, Bungalow. She tests positive for greatness. Yeah, that's about P19, right? 2B said, I feel like the fighters, once they have a fight signed, should isolate to a specific gym and test every fighter that comes in the gym before they train. Oh, hold on, sorry. My text is kind of small here. 2B said, I feel like the fighters, once they have a fight signed, should isolate to a specific gym and test every fighter that comes in the gym before they train or something, because this is so frustrating. Yeah, I agree. I think that I think they get a little sloppy when it comes down to it. Whenever they start to get into the building and, who can slip in, who can slip out, they get a little sloppy. So that's a good point. Like, you gotta have like Top Rank was doing during the pandemic, Top Rank boxing, putting everybody in that bubble and keeping everybody away from like that was not part of that clique. And anybody stepping out, you're gonna cause everybody to fight. You get fined, So the way C19 is picking up, they really need to start locking ish down like they did 2020. They really got to, because I mean, these fights are serious because you're gonna be losing money. So to me, the restrictions should be just as tight as like they used to be. So yeah, I think you should be in a separate gym. Your team should be over here, and nobody else can come in. And like you said, everybody needs to be tested. Sparring partners to be tested. Everybody needs to be tested. Yeah, greatness is a rare disease, man. Robert said the featherweight division has a better chance of being cut before another fighter does. Dang. Wow. I mean, that's real. I mean, yeah, for real. Like, we cutting the whole division before we cut, no, I want to name a fighter. But yeah, I got your point. That division is, oh man, like, I just hope that Leah and Felicia can bring it to life, man. All right, so yeah, I got about 17 people in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button, and like I always say, hit the thumbs up button. I'll keep on doing these, man. I already got somebody hitting the thumbs down, so hey, I mean, that's fine too. I mean, it's interaction. Your thumbs down, that's fine. Uh, okay, so Misha Tate, I wanted to talk about that. Got that out of the way. We talked about Cavillo and her confidence. Shevchenko. What about? Oh man, what about Paige Van Zandt? Paige Van Zandt wants to come to Bellator. She wants to join Austin, her husband, in Bellator. What do y'all think about that? Man, like, I mean, at this point, it's not even about the choice of going to the organization. I just kind of think, Paige Van Zandt has to kind of scratch that whole, what's the word? The fighting stigma about her, man. Like, I mean, she could find something to do in the fight world, but it's so dangerous, man. Like, for somebody like her that just continues to take L's and not improve the way she needs to, because, her mind is in too many different other things. So it kind of, it's just not frustrating, but it's almost kind of scary to see that somebody's kind of in that mind state where they want to just keep on going and fight and fight and fight, and they know they're on a losing streak. Like, what does Paige need at this point? Like, I know she's in there with ATT, but what can a gym do, if the fighter's not as focused as they need to be? And he has answered that question. Like, what can the gym do for a fighter if the fighter's heart is not really in it? Like, is the fighter just in it to wear the hand wraps? Are they just in it to wear the uniform? Are they just in it to say, oh, I fight for Bellator, or I fight for UFC? Or are they just in it to get to number 15 or number 14 and be fine with that? What are they in it for? So it's like, those are little things you have to think of. Like, a gym can't just change you. You can be surrounded by the great fighters in there, but you got to be like Ariane Lipski. It looks like it's rubbing off on her, right? Ariane Lipski being in there with Nunes is kind of rubbing off on her striking and her approach. So maybe that's the thing. But, when Carolina was in there with Joanna, didn't really change Carolina Kowalkiewicz. So I don't know, man. Like, let me pull this article up here, because Paige wants to sign to Bellator. Oh, wow. I just said it like that, and the article came up. Paige wants to sign with Bellator. Oh, man. Hold on here. All right. So, yeah, former UFC fighter, current BKFC fighter, wants to leave BKFC after her contract expires. So, that's the number one thing. Okay, so I think she only has, one or two fights left on her BKFC contract. She's not going to renew it. And once it expires, she wants to go to Bellator. And, she said, hey, I want to go to Bellator. That's where her husband is. She wants to take a crack at fighting MMA again. Let's pull it up here. Okay, she said, that's always on the back of my mind. I would love for us to fight for the same organization. I would love to fight for Bellator. They treated Austin really well, especially now that he's fought his way up to a title. I feel like it was good that we weren't in the same organization, because they couldn't build him as a star by himself. He would always kind of be in my shadow, and I felt like that now that I'm not with Bellator, he got to build himself up to a title shot all by himself. Wow. Dang. B just said she needs to focus. Bungalow said the thumbs down is Jake Paul. Jake Paul watching. There you go. Jake Paul, I'm calling you out. No Filter said Paige will get wrecked. What do y'all think about what I just read, though, man? She said, hey, like, my husband got a chance to build a star. He ain't got to live in my shadow. I mean, I think Austin as a fighter. I mean, I just think of Austin as regardless if he is married to her. Like, I don't think he really is living in her shadow. Like, I mean, he's undefeated and he's fighting his way to a title shot. I mean, he's just married to her. But, I mean, dang. She made it sound like, hey, like, if I was there, he would have been building his name off of me. But now that he built himself up, I can come in. That's crazy. I didn't read that part earlier. I mean, what do y'all think about that? 2B said maybe she genuinely does like fighting and just wants to do it because she likes it. But is it good enough or motivated enough to be a champion? Yeah. It isn't 2B. It's not. Like, I respect that. But I don't think it's good enough to even be a contender sometimes, I don't even think it's good enough to save her from some of the beatings she's been getting, you know what I mean? Like, she could get some okay wins, like Cachoeira, but I don't know if she's even got the flair to hold it down, you know what I mean, and not get stopped every time, you know what I mean? Like, career fighters like Roxy, they can kind of save themselves, Roxanne Modafferi, JoJo, they can kind of save themselves enough in there to hold it down where they can give and take, but they really won't get like destroyed and dominated every single time and go on like a 2 or 3 4 fight losing streak. Like Paige, I think she got to get to a level to even just fight as she really got to focus just to get to a level of a contender again, and maybe the number 7 or 8, Like, yeah, I respect that she likes to fight all day, but I'm just looking in the manner, like as somebody that has their hand in something big that makes more money than fighting. You know what I mean? Like, she makes more money in her website and doing other stuff, and you don't really want to damage your money maker. That's something I always bring up about her, because she's making money in so many other things where she doesn't have to throw hands and take punches. And she's still very young, so you want to keep your brain now. I mean, like, you don't want to take that much punishment. Like, come on. More than likely, if she comes back to Bellator, she's going to go for the flyweight division, right? So she's going to be in that flyweight division. Can she fight her way up? Yeah, that's a big question to ask. Like, 0-2 in BKFC, and went out with a loss in the UFC against Amanda Ebos, and now wants to go to Bellator. Question is, will Bellator sign her? Will Bellator sign her? Gordon said Paige should call out Jake Paul. You heard what Valentina said, right? She said Valentina and Antonina, the amount of time it would take for us to stop the Paul brothers, she was like 0 seconds or something like that. She was like, it would only take us 0 seconds to stop them. I was like, oh man, like, Shevchenko don't have any love for them two. I'm like, yo, that's respect. BJ, if Paige pulled a Roxy and started dishing out beatings like that, I'm cool with that. I'd be like, yo, Paige is reinvented. Even if she could get to a Roxy level, like win loss, I'd be like, hey, I'm cool with that. Go ahead and do that. If she could get there, but I don't think so, because Roxy has a lot of built-in. She's got a lot of built-in knowledge, that's been it's just been growing, and it's already embedded in her brain throughout the years to fight the way she does in certain instances, so she's always going to be where she is until she's ready to retire, man. Oh boy, BJ going, Antonina, man. Antonina might she might take on them, man. Like, come on, Antonina probably could handle them. Antonina could probably handle the Paul brothers. Bungalow said Roxy is fun. She doesn't take herself so seriously like Paige, and people are attracted to that. She had a cool yellow Marge Simpson wig on at the weigh-ins today. Oh yeah, she always, she been doing that for a minute. Was it the Marge Simpson? Oh, she got the Marge on this time. Wow. Sometimes she be wearing the Dragon Ball Z stuff. I'd be like, wow. I'm not really like a Dragon Ball Z fan, but Yeah, man. But yeah, Paige wanting to come back and fight the Bellator. I mean, hey, more power to her. Maybe this is like gonna be her chance to say I'm ready or I'm not. You know, maybe she wants to give herself one more chance. And I mean, she's young, so take it. But do I think she'll really like rise to the top again and maybe take on Velasquez or Alima Lay McFarlane? I doubt it. I doubt that. But at 27, she might want to go for broke one more time. Why not? You know, fighting's in her blood when it comes down to it. I'm just giving you my opinion. You know, my opinion is make millions off of, you know, something that doesn't, you know, knock your teeth out, give you a concussion, especially if you don't have the defense to block it. You know, that's my thinking. You know, avoid the beatings if, you know, your face is your moneymaker. You know, your body's your moneymaker. Don't let it take so much damage. That's my point. But if she wants to fight, yeah. I mean, hey, take that next chance at Bellator. You know, she's done UFC, BKFC. Maybe the last stop is going to be Bellator. So yeah, man. Yeah. Good conversation tonight. Like I said, just some things I had to address. But always shout out to everybody in the chat that comes through. You know, and yeah, we'll be on again Sunday. Might jump through to BJ if y'all doing your post fight on the UFC 266 card. You know, I might be kind of busy Sunday, but let me see if I squeeze it out. Hit me up. Yeah, I know I'll be on like later on in the evening, like, you know, 6 or 7, my regular time on Sunday. But yeah, BJ, if y'all doing something in your post fight card, hit me up. Gordon said if Roxy beats Taylor, she may just find a way into contention with Valentina. Yeah, she possibly could. If she beat Taylor, maybe one other person. Or if she just beat Taylor, they might throw Roxy her way. You never know. I hope that don't happen, though. Ooh. What Marcus said, if Taylor stays out of the rankings and work her way back up, she will be all right. Uh-oh. It might be time for me to close out now. I see what Marcus said. He said BJ Montana isn't doing anything either. Uh-oh. She got a fight coming up. Let me see. She stopped Ariane Lipsky, and she got a fight coming up against Macy Barber. So if she go in there and beat Macy, then, you know, she gonna shake some things up. Yeah, Bungalow Page took 2 bad beatings. You know, Britain Hart beat her. And then Rachel Ostovich, Rachel was hitting her clean with some nice right hands in that fight. Paige thought she won that fight too. I was like, no, come on, Paige, you didn't win that fight. So 1 or 2 more fights on her BKFC contract, and then maybe it's going to go to Bellator. But yeah, you know, BKFC ain't going to take it. They're not going to keep taking it, man. They're not going to keep putting her as a main event at 0-2 or 0-3, 0-4. No. But yeah, like to be said, you know, fighters want to fight. You know, I respect that, but gotta be something to it so you don't get damaged. Gotta be something to it. Dang, B just said Montana's doing leagues better than Antonina, and everyone agrees. I will say, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say it like I don't want to say it, but yeah, Montana has a confidence about her, even though she loses or has lost to like Arujo and Andrea Lee. Montana does have something about her that makes me say she ain't gonna take your crap. Like, she's not one to bully. She might lose, but she's not she ain't gonna get bullied. I give Montana that. BJ, I give her that for sure. Montana is not getting bullied. You know, you're not gonna go in there and push her around. You know, Antonina, some of these girls like Andrea Lee and, you know, Caitlin Kagan, they going in there pressing her because she's not as assertive. You know, Montana is assertive. I'm not saying she's the smartest fighter, but yeah, she's definitely assertive. Like, she's holding her own. You know what I mean? Like, if you were in the street, somebody trying to push her around, she's not going to back down like that. That's the type of aura she's bringing in there. I give Montana that. Like, she's not losing because she's like getting beat up and bullied. Like, she's losing because she's losing the better skilled fighters. You know what I mean? Like, fighters out skilling her, out techniquing her. But, you know, Montana's never really getting like bullied to me. You know what I mean? Like, she's getting, you know, she's just getting picked apart. But yeah, she's definitely somebody that has, you know, a mean streak in her when she's in there. I'm gonna name the state after. Marcus said, "Not with those wins." Oh man, y'all might have to get a sparring session in for that. Over there. I'm gonna let it go because BJ's answering back. BJ said, "Are Antonina's wins better?" All right, go on. Y'all go and get it in. All right, BJ throwing a jab right now. Who's gonna respond next? Let's see. Robert Henry said, "Don't you hate when people force their bad ideas on you?" Dang. The man said, "Leagues, Marcus. Most folk don't even know her name." Wow. All right, BJ, you got a battle here. You know, put them Jet Li skills to work, man. Go ahead and take them both. Mark Robinson said, "Chikagin, Andrade, and Meyer starting to form the Queen's Guard around Valentina. One more woman may join them. Not sure who." Yeah, that's true, Mark. I mean, like, Chikagin, Andrade, and Maya, those are like some names you want to beat to get to the top. I mean, if Taylor Santos beats Roxanne, I want to see her in there with one of them girls before she takes on Valentina. That's how you got to do. You got to beat at least one of them to get there. That's how I see. Like, if Cavillo beats Andrade, you're next. Taylor beats Roxanne Modafferi, beats Chikagin or Maya, she's next. Eventually, when Manon gets up there, you know, beats Chikagin or Andrade or Maya, she's next. And of course, she's going to have to take on a couple more fights, though. Dang, Bungalow ain't going easy, man. He said, "Oh man, you ain't even give her like a guard type position. You gotta call it that. She's not even a guard, man. Like, you gonna call her that? Come on, she is on a 5-fight winning streak, man." Gordon said it's gonna be sad to watch Paige's face become like Mickey Rourke. Dang. Yeah. Yeah. Mickey Rourke. Ooh, yeah. Montana said, "Montana Antonina's a fight you'll never win. Antonina wins aren't better, and she would never beat Montana in a fight." That would be a good fight to happen, though, Montana Antonina. I might have to lean towards Montana in that fight. I would, man. I mean, Wild Tiger, what's going on? Wild Tiger joining all late, man. I'm about to get out of here in like another, maybe like another 10 or 20 minutes. They're just going at it in here. I mean, I covered majority everything I was going to talk about, but I'm just like looking at what y'all were saying here. But yeah, I think the momentum right now favors Montana. You know, I think Montana, like I said, she you know, not the best skill fighter, but she can't be bullied. Like, you can't really bully her. she'll keep trying, man. She'll keep on trying. I mean, styles make fights, but I mean, Montana did do better against Andrea Lee. Like, that shows you how game she was. And then when Andrea Lee took on Antonina, it was like, boom, 2 rounds. And I mean, she dominated, so. Let's see what Antonina can do with Casey O'Neill. Oh, Wild Tigers, I was at the store. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me see. So, Wild Tiger, what do you think about, who do you got, Cavillo and Andrade, Wild Tiger? I mean, I like Cavillo's confidence, but what do you think? Who do you picking? Yeah, a lot of people, we picking Cavillo, man. I won't be surprised if Andrade does what she does, but I would like to see Cavillo win, man. And Taylor and Roxy, of course, I'm going with Taylor in this one. Taylor's got to use the strength, man. Just keep it physical and keep it moving. All right, Wild Tiger got Andrade. I'm back and forth, man. I mean, I'm trying to ride both trains on this one, man. This is the first time I've been like that in a while with the fight. Andrade, I mean, like, it's pretty much understood why you can't pick against Andrade, man. Like, I just want to see Cynthia Cavillo do something so we can get a new title contender, man. That's all. Dang. PJ going in on names. He said my girl Erin Blanchfield gonna start Antonina. Look, I've been following Erin right now, and Erin's on a warpath. Erin's getting better and better. Now, Casey O'Neill and Antonina, I don't know how that's gonna go. If Antonina loses, I will be disappointed in her, because I think she does have enough tools to beat Casey O'Neill, but Casey O'Neill, I'm definitely not counting her out, but I'm just thinking on my mind, like, Antonina does have enough to handle Casey O'Neill. She should. But if she loses, I don't know, man. It'll be time to go. Robert Henry said all these fighters with more impressive victories that we're even close. And to answer the question, yes, I think she can beat her. She only has lost to that fighter that Montana won't beat. Oh, wow. I think the UFC thinks Macy will beat Montana. That's why they made the match to help her. I want Montana to prove them wrong. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I want Montana to win that fight. Like, I'm kind of going for her in that fight because, I mean, I think Montana has a few more tools than Macy, and I want to see them tested now. I do. I mean, I like Macy's energy, but dog, man, if she didn't get a gift against Miranda, dang, man, we have some bad judges out here. Man, I'm still disappointed in that, though. Miranda won that fight. She did, man. She won that fight. Gordon said, I think I read that. Okay. Bungalow said Andrade looked like she was quite ready at the weigh-ins. I'm guessing that she was just really happy that she's not fighting the bullet again. Nah, she looked ready, man. I mean, I don't think Andrade is that type of fighter, like, that would be that's nervous about somebody. She'll fight the best, and she'll lose graciously. You know what I mean? Like, Andrade always goes in there and gives it her all, and when she loses, she'll come right back. I mean, Andrade was knocked out in 1 round by Wei Lee. Still showed her face. Still likes to fight. She was outclassed by Joanna 5 rounds. Still likes to fight. Dropped the decision to Rose the second time around. She'll be back. She still likes to fight. So yeah, I think Andrade will take that rematch too, man. I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm upset, man. Like still upset. I thought Miranda won that fight. Just upset at the fact that these judges do that, man. Like y'all trying to mess up somebody's opportunity here. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Those judges, man. I could do that job. All right, who else? All right, Wild Tiger. What about Valentina and Lauren? Stoppage or decision? I mean, everybody gonna pick she winning, but how does she do it? A Bluebird said 145 can get more interesting if Norma can beat Holly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if Norma beats Holly, 145 would be interesting. Then plus you got Felicia, Spencer, and Leah Letson happening. Yeah, that 145 would get interesting. Cause I think if Norma wins and Leah and Felicia put on a good fight, they're gonna add more. They're gonna add more featherweights, hopefully. Yeah, I told y'all the other night too, man. I hit up Chelsea Chandler, yeah, and she responded back. She said she would fight in Bellator, you know. She would fight at 135 if they could call her at 135. Or 145, I guess, don't matter, you know. She said, you know, she would. Because I think I was on that night with BJ and I said that I was going to hit her up and she hit me up back. She hit me up after. And yet Chelsea said that, yeah, if they did 135, she would fight at 135 for Bellator. So yeah, she's game, man. 135, 145. I mean, I pretty much heard her say that before. I just wanted to get a for y'all. Okay. Oh yeah, Wild Tiger. Wild Tiger. I was robbed against Felice Herrig. Oh man, how do you lose to the number 15? With the help of the judges, right? That's how you do it. Get the judges on your side. Okay, yeah, you see it going on 5 rounds. Yeah. Yeah, certified THUG thug, man. Yeah, I said, you know, you would fight at 135 if they called you a Bellator. She was like, of course. She's like, of course. You know, I would have did it when she said she would have did it at another opportunity. Something had came up though. You know, she said she would have did it, but something else happened, so she couldn't. So I was like, oh, okay. Okay, I'm just doing something on my phone while I'm talking to y'all. So what else? Montana and Macy. Let me get some picks. Okay, so Bluebird, Wild Tiger, BJ, Marcus, Robert, Gordon, Bungalow. I'm just going down the chat. Who do y'all pick? Montana and Antonina in a fight. Everybody answer that question. I'm just doing something. Everybody answer that question. Everybody answer that question. Who wins in a fight, Montana or Antonina? Oh, no, I'll be right back. Stretch. Who wins that fight? Everybody answer that question, please. Montana versus Antonina. Dang, man, this phone. If y'all hear that noise, that's my chair. Okay. Oh, Liz is back. Liz, I thought it was like 1 in the morning. That should be like 3 in the morning now, right? Liz back already. It's like, yeah, it should be like 3 or 4, right? Okay, let me go up here. What did y'all say? Bluebird said Paige is a good fit for Bellator. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so Gordon said Antonina. All right, let's see. That's 1 for Antonina. BJ said Montana by Mauling and GMP. That's 1 for Montana. Marcus said he will come into play. Is he talking about? Hold on. Oh, well, no, that ain't his pick. Okay. All right, got 1 for Antonina, 1 for Montana. Robert Henry, Antonina by decision. That's 2. Wild Tiger, I got Antonina as well. That's 3. Mark said Antonina. Bungalow said Antonina. Marcus said Antonina. Liz said Montana. Dang. Wow. So that's 6 for. Is that 6? Can't count. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 for Antonina and 2 for Montana. Buenas noches. Yeah, 3:34 a.m. Okay. Well, good night. That's my chair. It is. It is my chair. See? I got it pressed against like that. See? That's my sofa. Well, not my sofa, but you know what I mean. Okay, y'all. Well, 6-2, BJ. I mean, I'll make it 6-3. I'm gonna go with Montana. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Montana, man. Not just to be on that side because it's less, but I'm gonna go with Montana. Yeah. I just don't like the I don't like the body language in there of as of lately of Antonina, you know, like I don't, man. I'm just saying, like I don't really like the body language of how she approaches some of these fights with some of these girls in there, man. So I'm gonna go with Montana, man. So it's 6-3. Either way, everybody got Antonina. 6-3. 6 for Antonina, 3 for Montana. Okay. Wild Tiger said I got a prediction match coming. All right, who's that? Who's that prediction match? Can Antonina stop Montana from taking her down? I don't think so, man. I don't think she can. I don't think she can outstrike her either, man, because I don't know if her footwork's going to be on game. Mark said, come to find out, Caitlin has been on the grappling scene. Yeah, she has. She's been on the grappling scene for a minute now. Yeah, she's got some type of well-roundedness, Caitlin, you know what I mean? Like, she's definitely, hitting the mats with Tanisha Tennant, Sarge. She used to work with Claudia and them, so. Yeah, Caitlin's a grappler, too. Bluebird, Paige Van Zandt loses, but many people know who she is. I have no idea who her husband is. Okay, yeah. Austin Vanderford. Ernest Richardson, what's up? He came through, said Cynthia is getting folded like a lawn chair. Damn. Gordon, I'm expecting Antonina's slow learning curve to speed up. She's learned a lot from the variety of defeats. Pavel is on it. I hope so, man. I want to see something. Okay, yeah, Bungalow said if he had to pay big money, he had to put it on Montana. But Mark says Antonina. Okay, yeah. I'm just being real. Like, off of what Montana can do, Montana can move. She can take you down. and control you on the ground. So I'm gonna have to go with Montana, man. I'm just saying, like, and that's saying something about Antonina, that she needs to make improvements in her game. No lie. I like her, but yeah. Rob Henry says it's really a pick 'em fight. Yes. Yeah. I don't know who Wolf is gonna fight. Danielle Wolf? I don't know. I keep forgetting she's in the featherweight division, y'all. Yeah. She may be fighting to promote her website, Bluebird. Shoot, that site should be promoting itself. You know what I mean? Like, you get on IG, you get on TikTok, she's on Twitter, she's on TikTok, all of these sites. So that's all you need, man. That's all you need is these thirsty guys, and they'll see your site. Cause I see it on IG, so I'm like, that'd be all I need to see. But fighting is gonna bring down the value of that face. If she continues to take a beating. Robot checking your heart, say Antonina too. Robot chicken say your heart, say Antonina. What the hell did she do for you to be that invested? Robot chicken, are you crazy? Yeah, man. Like, man. I can't say it, man. It's her heart. I can't put my heart into that pick. I know Bongo said though, but I'm about to put my heart and money on Montana, man, because I think there's growth there. There's room for improvement in girls like Macy and Montana. That they're young, you can see it. BJ said, "Who's Danielle Wolf?" Robert said, "Wolf who?" Oh, they know who. They just playing. They playing amnesia game right now. Everybody just playing the amnesia game right now because they know. All right, y'all, 5 more minutes. We're leaving at the 2-hour mark. Okay. So, for 5 more minutes, what is there to talk about? Who has something interesting to bring up about WMMA? A fighter y'all want to know about? Fighter y'all want to talk about, a fight y'all want to talk about in 5 minutes. I don't even know the fighter's name. What fight are you talking about, Rob? I don't know either. I just call it a fight. That's holding Tanisha tennis spot. Yeah, Macy and Montana. Well, Macy Barber. I don't really see too much evolving yet. I see more in Miranda and Montana. There's been some changes in Macy's game. I will say that. But yeah, there's room for improvement for sure in them. They're younger. All right, last thing. What is it? I'm about to go here in a minute. We got a few minutes. Sarah Kaufman's future. I don't know. Sarah Kaufman's future. Let's see. I know she's mid-30s now. What else could she do now? I don't know, man. I think Sarah Kaufman might be done. She left off at PFL, and that was pretty much it. She might could re-sign to something like Bellator, fight at 145. It's been about 2 years since she last fought, so I wouldn't mind seeing her maybe before she gets to that Miesha Tate point where it's like 5 years. I think she could come back and maybe get in a couple fights, but maybe nothing like thinking like if she's gonna go out and get a title again. But if she wants to maybe get like a fight or two just to go out on a win, that's possible. She still wants to fight. Jimmy John's for dinner. Oh no, actually, no. No Jimmy Johns. Oh yeah, Macy Chase on. Yeah, Macy Chase on Robot Chicken. Yeah. A lot of improvement there. Yeah, Macy's got a lot of improvement. The shadow boxing. Wow. Okay, Mark Robertson said Robert Rodriguez versus Dern has huge implications. Strawweight. I'm waiting to see it. Yeah, I'm waiting for that fight. Yeah, that Tanisha fight. That happened last year, but I was like steaming, man. I was like, come on, man. Tanisha won that fight. Colton said, I remember Sarah Kaufman on the Ariel Wani show saying that she left home and never talked to her family again and said there was no reason really. It was so odd. Huh. I'm going to go back and look at that. Yeah, Rodriguez and Dern that's a good fight. Definitely. Yeah, Robot Chicken said Macy Chase on, not Barber. Yeah, Macy Chase on. She's getting better to me. I just wish she was at 145 though. I wish she was just at 145. I think you would see her at her best and her most deadly, because she hit so hard. You know, girl hit hard knees too, man. She can hit hard. I mean, she's not like, well, you know, Nunes is one of a kind. I mean, 135 or 145, but Nunes can hit hard at either weight. And GDR got bricks in her hands too, man. So Macy Chase on, she can hit hard though. I just think the weight kind of diminishes her power. Yeah. Wild Tiger is offering now. Holly Holm and Norma Dumont is the main event now. Holly Holm, Norma Dumont, October 16th, they're the main event. So Misha Tate tested positive, and the fight is pushed back. All right, y'all. So, yeah, her hands are lethal. All right, y'all. So let me get up out of here. I'm here 2 hours with y'all. Again, good conversation. Shout out to the chat. You know, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And like I always say, hit the thumbs up. If you hit the thumbs up, I'll keep on doing these. Keep on talking to y'all. Or you hit the thumbs down and I'll still come on to annoy you. Either way you like it. Hit thumbs down. Well, don't hit that all the time. I mean, I'm just talking to certain people, but you know, however you want to do it. Yeah, so I'm gonna roll out. We'll probably be back on Sunday. And like I say, yeah, have a good night. I don't know if she did get the vaccine. I really don't. Yeah. I'm gonna be on the call the women's fights tomorrow. I almost forgot. I'm gonna be on the call the Valentina Lauren fight, and I will call the Roxy and the Taylor fight. I'm gonna just jump on and off for those fights. So you know, if you want to come in, fine. You know, if you got the time to jump in, you know, I'm gonna call the Cavillo Andrade fight, jump off, then call the other fight, then jump off, then come back on. You know, I'm gonna just do it that way. I ain't gonna do all the fights. Not doing the whole card, so. But yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow night for the first fight, which is Taylor and Roxy. So we can look at this thing together and see how Taylor's gonna do it. Yes, sir. Have a good night. Okay, shut this thing down, guys. But we will get on here and call some fights tomorrow.